In case you have not noticed, President Biden spent most of the week resting and recovering after a quick trip to South Carolina and Texas on Monday. But today, he's back in action. Good for Joe. After finally mustering the energy to meet with voters in Pennsylvania, this time his focus was on, once again, we thought it was dead. He's bringing back Bidenomics. Now, of course, he didn't have much to say because there's very little good news on the economy to share. In fact, the most recent inflation report was even worse than expected. Now, we'll bring you the lowlights straight ahead. But now we turn to the president's adult son. Zero experience Hunter, who is once again asking for special treatment after allegedly now failing to pay taxes on what is millions of dollars in income, money he purportedly acquired by selling access to the federal government through the Biden brand. We need Washington help, as the Burisma executive said. Hunter is now determined to waste even more time and resources at the taxpayers' expense. Now, first, he refused to comply with a legally binding congressional subpoena. Now, you might remember President Trump's children. They complied with multiple subpoenas from House Democrats. Not Hunter. He believes, I guess, he deserves special treatment. And then, of course, the big stunt. Hunter showing up at his own contempt hearing with his own camera crew in tow, and the president's son apparently trying to make a clown show out of what was a serious official proceeding to film content for his upcoming documentary and the hopes, I guess, of making even more money. But now that the president's entitled son is facing a real possibility of contempt of Congress charges, well, Hunter wants a do-over and is now demanding that the House issue a brand new subpoena that he can accept. And by the way, Hunter's attorneys even suggested possible terms for the new subpoena. Hunter is playing games with the people's house in order to drag this out as long as possible. He has had no respect for this ongoing investigation. He's had no respect for the rule of law, and neither has his father, the big guy, Joe. Now, you would think during an election year, the Bidens might want to quickly clear their good name, if they have one, if they truly have done nothing wrong and have nothing to hide. They would want to answer questions from members of Congress. Well, that wouldn't be a problem, would it, if you didn't do anything wrong? If his father didn't leverage $1 billion, taxpayer dollars, to get a prosecutor fired so that his son, who admits he had no experience in energy or Ukraine, was being paid millions at a time when he was addicted to drugs. But given the constant lies, the constant obstruction from both Joe and Hunter, it is clear that a contempt of Congress charge is the least of their worries. There is certainly no guarantee that Hunter will ever comply with the House subpoena anyway. And today, I think that law professor Jonathan Turley nailed it, and he put out a piece of advice to Republican lawmakers. This is what he said. The response to Hunter by the House should be short. It should be simple. Toying with Congress may have had recreational and political appeal, but it also has legal costs. Hunter may be the president's son, but he does not get a mulligan on contempt. In a joint statement, House Chairman Comer and Judiciary Committee Chairman Jordan said they will allow Hunter to comply with the original subpoena, but in the meantime, the House will proceed with their contempt resolution. Now, of course, for most Americans, there are no legal mulligans. If you try to defraud the federal government for years and not pay your taxes, guess what? You don't get a do-over when you get caught. If you lie on a gun application and then, your gun ends up in a trash can near a school, well, you're not going to get sympathy from any federal prosecutor. Now, if your name is Paul Manafort and you fail to register under FARA laws, well, the Washington field office of the FBI, we now know they're not going to look the other way. So why should it be any different for Hunter Biden? Now, why does he deserve special treatment? Why has he been given so much special treatment? Why did David Weiss allow the statute of limitations to expire on so many serious tax violations? They just happen to coincide with the Burisma earning years. Why did the DOJ attempt to sweep all of Hunter Biden's crimes under the rug? Remember, Weiss originally, his plan A was not to charge Hunter. And then, of course, the whistleblowers came out and he had no choice, so they went to plan B. That was the sweetheart deal. Well, that got blown up by a judge in Delaware that actually had the wherewithal to read the agreement and ask the defense team, have you ever seen an agreement like this before? No, Your Honor. Then why are you handing this to me? And that is now resulted in a special counsel, but it's still the same guy that didn't want to charge Hunter in the first place. The federal government is so deeply biased and corrupt, it should make every American sick. This is what we talk about when we talk about whether or not the DOJ has been weaponized and politicized and the FBI weaponized and politicized, as Hunter Biden now faces felony charges for skipping out on over $1 million in taxes. Now, his father bragged about making Americans pay their fair share, quote unquote. As of today, the IRS has collected over $500 million in unpaid taxes from 1,600 millionaires using resources from my Inflation Reduction Act. Well, this is about the super wealthy needing to pay what they owe and what the existing tax code calls for, just like hardworking Americans do. Is he going to give that lecture to his son Hunter? Because they made millions. He had no experience. He was addicted to drugs. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.